Tony Booth, bless your heart, you came all the way up here to be with us, and you've been pretty quiet over there. You live in California, right? Or do you live back in Texas now?
No, I'm in Texas.
Okay.
I was there for a while.
But in your California days, were you in Merle close? Did y'all hang out? Did you tour?
We didn't hang out together, but I knew Merle early on. And matter of fact, when I met him, Bonnie was in the band. I ran into him at the Nugget there in Vegas. And we kind of lost track of each other. I moved to Texas and he stayed in California. But I used to run around when I was single. Instead of going back home after a gig, I'd hook up with a Capitol rep and make their runs and hit all the radio stations and stuff, because back east it was cheaper to get an act out of Nashville than it was out of Bakersfield. So I get to meet them disc jockeys, and I wound up in Detroit. And Cobo Hall that night was Freddie Hart, Merle Haggard, and Ray Price. I mean, you know, and to make the day really complete, I had a friend that was a disc jockey in Detroit, and he fixed me up with a Playboy bunny from the Detroit club. So I asked her if she'd like to go see a country music show, and she said, yeah, which kind of surprised me when I found out she was from North Carolina. So we go out there, and Freddie said, you know, if I'll let you get up and sing Keys in the Mailbox if you do harmony with me on Easy Lovin'. I said, man, there ain't no way I don't have no falsetto at all. Never did. So blew that off, and so I took her and we went out and got on Merle's bus and visited with him for a while, and came back inside, and they had a little seating thing beside the stage. And I said, why don't you sit here and listen to the show? I want to run back and say hi to Ray. You know, Ray's my hero. So. And then I got to talking to Ray, and I forgot everything. I went back out, and she was gone. But it was worth it, you know, to hear Merle and Ray, and, you know, I'd do it all over again.
Dad gone too?
Are you saying that's my mother?
You know, I was not going to bring that up.
Did she have blonde hair? I'm the only blonde in the family. I was wondering about that.
But, you know, David alluded to it earlier, you know, on the Irma Jackson. And Merle wanted to do it, but the Capitol people was afraid it would be harmful to his career, you know, about an interracial love song. But it was just the perfect vehicle for the first record for a guy that's wanting to make some noise and create a little controversy, and sure enough.
So you recorded it before Merle did?
Yes. As far as I know, I had the first record on it. And then Don Sutton, the great baseball player for the Dodgers, during the off season, he was a disc jockey in Burbank on KBBQ. And he told me that they used to get death threats at the radio station over that song. So
well, I remember, Tony, I recorded it, and nobody cared about my career.
You was probably already established.
But it was a great song. Especially it was great when Merle sang it.
Yeah,
It just killed me when Merle did it.
Now, I wonder, with the way times have changed, I wonder if a song like that would be more accepted today than it was
I'm sure,
back
yeah.
then.
Probably be Kenesha Jackson, though, instead of Irma.
Kenesha.
She's 99. She's 99 Jackson.
Whatever.
You know, Bill, getting back to, you know, how we all love Merle so much, years ago, a woman I was going out with, she broke up with me, and I was just devastated. And this sound man, buddy of mine, said, you know, was trying to cheer me up, so he invited me to this party. And so I went, and he was trying to introduce me to this lady, and then she offered to drop me off where I was living. So I said, okay. So we got in the car, and you know, I was just still kind of blue. And she said, let's see what we got on the radio here. So she turned on the radio, and there was this live Merle Haggard show. And I just thought, all of a sudden I came alive, and I thought, you know what, this is going to be okay after all. You know, she seems pretty nice. And then all of a sudden she said, oh, we can do without that. And so all of a sudden it was like, so I just got her to drop me off. I said, thank you. It was nice to meet you. Have a good life.
Was she a Playboy bunny from Detroit?
I didn't get to find out. If she didn't like Merle Haggard, I wasn't interested.
Well, if she didn't like Merle Haggard, you didn't need to hang out with
That's
her
right.
anyway.
That's right.
Tony, how about a song?
All right.
Dallas Wayne, you play a lot of Tony Booth's music on Willie's Roadhouse, because I hear it a lot.
We love Tony. We love all these artists that are here today. It's the amazing part of it. This is a cornerstone of what we do.
They all sang all the ones I know already. I just hope I remember this one.
We met downtown in a bar room, both of us needing a friend. You brought me home to your doorstep. It was there you invited me in. We spent the wee hours dancing to your favorite home stereo sound. We talked about what we'd been needing, discussing our ups and our downs. And I've had a beautiful time holding your heart next to mine. You poured out your feelings while I poured the wine. I've had a beautiful time. If I seem a wee bit uneasy, you've really sized me up right. There's somebody home and she's waiting. She's probably been waiting up all night. And I can't say I found any answers. You listen while I rattle on. You've been a beautiful lady and kept me from being alone. And I've had a beautiful time holding your body close to mine. You poured out your feelings while I poured the wine. I've had a beautiful time. Yes, I've had a beautiful time holding your heart next to mine. We poured out our feelings, then we poured the wine. I've had a beautiful time. I poured out my feelings, then we poured the wine. I've had a beautiful time.
Fine job, brother.
Good job.